Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jazzy. So today I'm going to be bringing you guys my August favorites video. This is something that I just started last month, but I'm going to be doing every month for you guys, just getting together all of my favorite TV shows, movies, music, food, things I've done for the month, comments from a subscriber. So definitely remember to drop a comment below if you ever want to be featured in a video. I guess let's just get into it, you guys. I have so much to talk about, so let's get started. So I'm gonna just start with my favorite movies from the month. We watched a lot of movies this month, you guys. Like, we watched, honestly, too many movies this month, but it was really nice to actually, like, focus on the movies because I know I'm going to be reviewing them for you guys, and so it was just really nice to actually, like, I don't know, get more involved in watching movies. So the first movie that we watched this month was Instant Family, and this movie was so cute. It was... Okay, so it's about this couple who adopts these kids, and it's just all about, like, the adoption story, basically, and it's a very, very cute movie, and it's one I watched with Dominic, which he really liked as well. He actually picked it out, which surprised me. Dominic's adopted, if you don't know that about him, but I had been wanting to watch this movie for, like, a year or two, but I didn't know if it would be, like, a hard one for him to watch, because he is adopted, and I didn't know what would be in it, but it wasn't, there was nothing like that in it or anything. It was actually a really, really good movie and very, very heartfelt movie. So I definitely suggest you guys try watching it, even with your significant other. Dominic really loved it, and it was pretty funny. So the next one we watched was a movie called Friends with Kids. Dominic actually picked this one out too, which was very surprising because it's a romantic comedy, and he typically doesn't really gear towards those. He's more of like Spider-Man and like Batman and all those types of things, you know, like the Marvel movies, but he picked this one out, which was really exciting. You guys might remember this one. I don't know why it wasn't popular because it's got a lot of, like, it's a very star-studded cast in it, and I don't know if maybe there weren't, like, maybe they weren't that famous back then. The movie came out in, like, 2011, I think, but the cast is huge. Like, I actually feel like they probably weren't that famous back then, so maybe it wasn't as big of a deal, but you guys definitely should check this movie out. It's very, very cute, and it's a romantic comedy. It had, like, really good scenes from, like, New York City in it, and, like, fall in New York City and winter. It gave me Sleepless in Seattle vibes, and You've Got Mail, like, all of those old-timey movies that, like, movies nowadays don't do it like that. It had, like, the scenes of, like, the fall leaves in New York. It made me miss New York super bad. But it was beautiful. So that was really nice, and it was a little bit on the vulgar side, so definitely if you're a kid, like, don't watch it or watch with a parent. I don't know why they even say to watch things with a parent, because don't watch it with your parent. Like, that's a mistake. Just don't watch it. If you're a kid, don't watch it. Like, I would never want to watch that movie with my parents, so I don't know. Hey, mom and dad, you guys should watch this movie by yourself, so. But, definitely check it out if you're, like, old enough to watch it, and typically I don't usually like vulgar type of movies. I actually usually hate them, but this one, like, I don't know, it was cute enough that, like, it was okay. It was alright. A lot of the things that they said in it wouldn't fly today because it is a movie that came out so long ago now, so, like, they make jokes that don't really, like, today they wouldn't work because of how far the world has progressed in certain areas, but it was a really, really cute movie, and like I said, it reminded me of When Harry Met Sally. That's the movie that I was actually thinking of. Like, just a different fall, like, leaves changing and stuff. Oh, it was so pretty, you guys. I loved it. Alright, so the next movie is Kissing Booth 2, and this movie is super cute. However... I just don't agree with most of what went down in the movie. Like, there's just so much toxic going on in it. The whole reason I ended up watching it, I didn't even know there was a second one. The first one was very cute as well, but I have my tag on, you guys. Oopsies. I've had this shirt for, how do I get it off? I can't see you. Okay, I can get this off. I've had this shirt for like a year, but I've never worn it, so. Okay, so anyway, tags off now. So, as I was saying, the movie, there was a lot that happened in the movie that, like, just was not okay. And it just shouldn't happen. Like, it really promoted, like, toxic relationships and stuff. Actually, the whole reason that I watched the second one was because my friend Carrie made a video of herself watching, or, like, a review video of it, and I couldn't watch her review until I watched the movie, because I watched the first one, and I didn't even know there was a second one yet. But definitely go over and check out her review of it if you guys get a chance, because that video, like, it's everything that I feel, but I don't want to, like, explain it because it's way too in-depth for me to be talking about in a favorites video. But the movie, like, it's like one of those things where I didn't agree with most of the movie. However, 10 out of 10 recommend because it was a cute movie, and I mean, I just love movies like that. I love those, like, young kid cutesy movies, but I did watch it alone, so that's kind of, you guys will probably want to watch it alone too, because watching it with your boyfriend, not about that life. Dominic would have been like, no, this is not gonna fly. We're not watching this movie anymore, because it was just, it's very cute, you'll see, but you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you guys watch the movie. Okay, so on to the next. We ended up watching the movie Why Him, which is a Christmas movie. But I forgot it was a Christmas movie, and honestly, even if I had remembered it was a Christmas movie, I probably still would have wanted to watch it because I love Christmas. But Dominic would have, if he had thought of it being a Christmas movie, he probably would have said no. It's enough of, it's like not really a lot of a Christmas movie. It's like, it came out on Christmas Day, so it's considered a Christmas movie, and they talk about Christmas in it. But the movie didn't really seem like it was Christmas because there was no snow on the ground, and, like, you know, there wasn't any, like, they could have really made it a Christmas movie. I don't know why they didn't, because Christmas movies probably rock. Like, I feel like if you do it right, you know, the Christmas movie could become, like, a thing that people watch every year, but we wouldn't watch Why Him every year. And also, it's not on any of the streaming services. Everything I've mentioned, let me see. Everything I've mentioned up until now has been on all of the streaming services, like on either Hulu or Amazon Prime, but this one is not. This one you have to buy in order to watch, so it's probably on there, but you probably have to pay for it to rent it. I don't know if I'd go that far. It was a good movie, and it was funny, and we really liked it, but definitely, like, I don't know if I would pay for it. And then the next movie that we watched was Dora the Explorer, you guys, which this one I think is on Amazon Prime. And, I mean, if you watched Dora the Explorer growing up, like, it's a cutesy movie. Like, it's cute, and it's good to, like, reminisce on watching Dora, but it's not, like, one you have to see. I just thought it was cute, and honestly, it was way better than I expected. It reminded me a lot of Jumanji. So if you guys like that Jumanji movie, you might like this. I don't know. It was a cute movie. I recommend it, but I also like those types of movies. I like kid movies, I don't know. But one that I will highly recommend, and my favorite movie that we watched of the month, is Baby Driver. So this one is not on streaming services, but it is worth renting. It's probably on there to rent. If you guys want to rent it on there, I'll put it up on screen if it's like a certain price or whatever. But honestly, you guys could buy this movie because it's so good. It's one of our favorites. We've watched it quite a few times because we own it. It's just basically a movie about this guy who is the he's like the driver for hitmen, but he also, like, listens to music while he drives because I'm not going to tell you guys because I want you guys to watch it, but there's a whole reason why he does that. Basically, it's a movie that, like, really, like, plays on, like, what I wrote down for the movie, you guys, is super cheesy. I don't know why I wrote this down. It's literally the only thing I wrote down for the movie. Such an amazing movie for your ears and heart. So, I mean, it's true. It's true. There's, like, a love story in it, and it's a great movie for, like, guys to watch as well, because it's like a racing movie, but personally, for me, I feel like it's better than Fast and the Furious. However, I have not seen Fast and the Furious, so I don't really know if it's better, but it's the same kind of premise. The racing in it is really incredible. Like, his driving is really awesome, and the music that pairs with the driving is amazing. So definitely check that one out. That one's a highly, highly recommend. Like, if I could put this one on many, many videos, I would, because it's so good. On to TV shows. So, where we watched more movies, obviously we had less time for TV shows. We did not watch that many TV shows this month. We did, however, watch some good shows. So, The Umbrella Academy, the second season came out on the 31st of last month, and you know we had that. We were done with the Umbrella Cat. Like, we literally watched that whole season probably by the 3rd of August because it was so good. It's only 10 episodes long, and it was so good that we went back and started watching the first season again because it was almost not comparable to the first season. The first season was very good, and I, like, hyped up the first season on last week's video, or last month's video. But then this month, like, I'm saying it was not as good because the second season just freaking blows the socks off of the first season. Like, you guys for sure need to check that show out. I mean, even if you don't have a boyfriend, I just think you have to, like, kind of get through it. I don't know if I would watch it without Dominic, but that second season was so worth it. So you just have to kind of, who wants to get through a TV show? But you just kind of have to, like, get through it in order to understand the characters that first season. And then the second season is just going to blow you guys away. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I can't even explain to you how good it was. So definitely check that out. And obviously, if you have a significant other, I think they would really like it as well. And then the other show that we've been watching that has been really taking up our time, you guys, is Big Brother. So I grew up on Big Brother. My sister and I used to watch it growing up. I think because I've always watched it, I'm, like, majorly into this season because it is an all-star season, and so it's just really cool to see, like, the faces of people that I used to watch when I was younger with my family as, like, grown adults. It's awesome, you guys. This season is really, really good so far. I urge you to try Big Brother if you haven't tried it. If you do try Big Brother, this might be, like, controversial because a lot of Big Brother people, like, some Big Brother fans don't like this season, but I'm obsessed with it. If you start Big Brother, try watching Big Brother 16 first, like, if you guys don't decide to start it this season, because Big Brother 16 is, like, our favorite season of all the seasons. Dominic and I just rewatched Big Brother 16 before this season came out because I rewatched it. Dominic hadn't seen it before, but I needed him to know the people because I thought more of them were going to be on this season, but oh well. Anyway, so that's what we've been watching. We've been watching a whole lot of Big Brother. It's on 3 freaking nights a week, and you know, I could watch it more. I could watch it every night a week. They actually have live feeds, and I'm not going to say I'm not a live feeder because, you know, your girl checks the live feed sometimes. Okay, actually, I didn't even explain to you what the show was. Basically, they pull a bunch of, like, stereotypes, basically. I mean, back in the day, they didn't, I think they put more, like, just everyone together in a house. Like, they just kind of pick people, but now they're more stereotypes. So they just pull different people from out of life. It's kind of like the real world, but way, 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 way better because they pull them together, they put them all in a house, and they have to compete for, I think it's like $500,000 or something, but they're filmed 24/7, so that's what I mean by live feeds. We are big Big Brother guys in this household. If you guys are Big Brother people, please, I'm begging you, comment below. Because I don't have enough Big Brother people in my life. And I just want to talk to somebody about it. The last show that I'm going to talk to you guys about is Younger. It's about this older woman who has to pretend to be a younger woman in order to get into the magazine industry or editorial industry or something along those lines. It's set in New York City, which is always my favorite kind of show. So she has to pretend she's younger because nobody will hire her at her age or whatever the stereotypes are. But I'm on, I think it's like season 6 maybe, or maybe it's 4. I can't, no, maybe it's 7. I don't know, you guys. I'm on the last season, the one that just came out, and I basically binged the whole thing. I have like 2 episodes left of it, but this month I basically binged the whole season. So definitely check that one out if you guys like those kind of like girly shows. Another really good one is The Bold Type. That one I really like as well, but this one I actually like Younger better. So check out Younger if you guys get a chance. Okay guys, so on to food. We started eating these Yasso bars, which is Greek. It's like a Greek yogurt bar. Dominic and I had gotten really into this frozen yogurt shop around the corner from us, and it was just really bad. It was getting bad. We were eating there like 3 times a week, and it was not only was it so unhealthy for us, but it also was so too much money for us to be spending every week. So we decided that we were gonna try out these bars, and we're obsessed. Like, our whole fridge is filled with them now, and we eat them almost every night, which isn't good, but it's really, they're not nearly as bad as the frozen yogurt was, and they're delicious. So I highly recommend it. It's like $4 for 4 of them, so you're basically paying $1 a pop. Speaking of, I went to pick some up for us at Wegmans, and I was gonna just order them online because your girl, you know, didn't want to deal with people that day. And I went to order it online. We had been there the week before, and we saw this new flavor, which was black raspberry or something like that, black raspberry chocolate chip. And we didn't pick them up that day because we didn't want to have to come home right away to drop them off, you know, the whole drill when you're buying ice cream. So I just said, it's fine, I'll just go out and get them another day. So we saw the price was $4.38, I believe. Well, I'm sitting in the parking lot, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna order them and just go and pick them up at the front from like a delivery person or whatever. I can understand a convenience charge. Like, I get needing to charge me an extra $1 or $2 for me to order online, but they were charging an extra $1 per box of bars. So they were charging me, I think, like $5.70 something, $5.78 or something like that, each box of bars. So it was a whole extra $1. I was like, that's not happening. I apparently have to go in. So I ended up going in, and obviously I'm picking them up. I spent like $50 in bars that day, but it's worth it because we eat them so often and we really like them. But I definitely suggest you guys don't order online, apparently. I thought you could just go up and they would charge me like maybe $1 or $2 for like a convenience fee. Nope. So just know that they're tricking you on there, because had I not seen it a couple days earlier, I never would have known. I just would have said, oh, okay, this is how much they are. So just know that, you guys. Keep that in mind for when you guys are shopping online. So another thing I've been really loving this month is Panera's coffee. I did not want to try their coffee originally because I'm a big Dunkin' girl. Like, if you know me, you know Dunkin's my jam, and I will never cheat on them. But I have been, because it's just, okay, so there's like this deal right now for Panera that is free coffee. And then after, it's like free coffee for the month or something along those lines. But then the following month, it's a membership. The following months only cost $8.99 a month. So I was like, you know what, I'll try it. Free coffee. I'm trying to save money in every way that I can these days, you know. I decided to try it, and it's amazing coffee. It's better than Dunkin', you guys. It's the coffee itself is better than Dunkin'. However, the flavorings and stuff, and my experience with Dunkin', it's just like, it's a nostalgic thing for me. But I will say, Panera's up there. Like, the coffee's really good, so definitely give it a try. Just like go to their site, and I'll actually probably leave a link below for you guys, because if you just go to their site, you can sign up and get free coffee for the rest of the month or something like that. Or not the rest of the month, for next month. I think it's till the end of September. I think September 30th. I could be wrong though, but I'll put it in the comments and you guys can check it out. Either way, $8.99 a month. Afterwards, when I have to pay it and that part is canceled, I'm gonna pay that, because $8.99 I can go get coffee multiple times a day, and I'm paying $8.99. Do you know how many coffees I can get from Dunkin' for $8.99? 2. I get 2 coffees from Dunkin' for $8.99 for the month, or I can get every day. I can get coffee from Panera for $8.99. It's crazy. So anyway, that's something I've been really loving. And also, because I was going to Panera for my coffee, I decided to check out if they had bread bowls there, because growing up my family used to get these bread bowls whenever we made chili, and I just have great memories with them. So again, another nostalgic thing. But also, Dominic and I have not gone out to eat since the pandemic started. Like, literally we haven't been out to eat since February or March. I think the first week of March, when we were in Colorado. We have not gone out to eat since we were in Colorado, like, and sat down at a restaurant. So, like, I feel like we need to do everything we can to make our life interesting, at least. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to check this place out. Dominic was making mac and cheese, and I just wanted to see if they had the bread bowl still. They do, and they were $2 each, which is not bad, I don't feel, for the experience of, like, you're out eating somewhere. Sorry if my voice is bad, you guys. I'm going to get better at this, but It's a lot of talking. $2 each, and I'll actually put a video over here of the mac and cheese in the bread bowl because, oh my god, you guys. The mac and cheese was amazing that Dominic made. I will put a link in the description of his recipe for that as well, because that mac and cheese was the best mac and cheese I've ever had, and I'm not really a mac and cheese fan, so like for me to like it, it means a lot. And then inside the bread bowl, ooh, it just made it, it was so good, you guys. So I definitely highly recommend getting the bread bowl from Panera because it's just a nice way to like mix things up, and Dominic was really surprised, and it was fun. It was just a fun thing to do. The next category is my favorite podcasts, and I have been listening to a ton of Be There in 5 podcasts. If you guys haven't heard of this lady, like, or is she a girl? I don't know, you guys. When does a girl become a lady and a lady become like, when does that happen? This woman is so funny. She just goes off on tangents. She refers to it as a long form podcast, which I've never heard it referred to before, but it's like some of her podcasts are like 2.5 to 3 hours long, and sometimes her podcasts are so long that she has to cut them and have like the 2-hour podcast, and then the next week have another 2-hour podcast, which is what she just did with her Britney deep dive. If you guys are interested in a Britney, like, you know, Britney, the whole conspiracy with Britney Spears, that's a really good one. She also did a really good one on the Call Her Daddy podcast. This is how I found her, actually, was I just looked up Call Her Daddy and this popped up. She did this huge deep dive into just her thoughts and stuff, and she goes on these tangents, and I just really like her, and I appreciate her. She really tries to get down to the bottom of things. Like with the Britney deep dive, she actually brought on lawyers to like get a legal side of things from that whole situation, and I just really like that. And then also, she's great to like put on when you're doing something because she just makes time go by so much faster because it's like she will go on forever. Like, she's hilarious. I seriously think you guys will like her, so definitely give her a listen. Again, it's the Be There in 5 podcast. She also talks about Taylor Swift sometimes, and that's always amazing. So speaking of Taylor Swift, my favorite songs of the month. You guys, I feel bad about this one because I really know that I talked about Taylor Swift in my last video, my last July favorites, but I can't not because that's all I listened to this month. I literally didn't listen to any other music. I just listened to Taylor Swift. So, favorite song as of right now is 7. So, I still love Hoax and I love Lakes. Yesterday, my favorite song was The Lakes. Today, it's 7. So, it changes, you guys, but it is Taylor Swift. Hopefully next month, I will be freaking on to somebody new. I literally just have not listened to anybody else. So I'm sorry. That's all I can bring you guys. And then for outfit, you guys, my favorite, you guys, this is a really horrible one. My favorite outfit this month is that off-the-shoulder dress that I got from Boohoo. I filmed it in my Boohoo haul my recent Boohoo haul that I posted. I'll tag that up above for you guys. But let me just say, I had been wearing this Boohoo dress. I'd been wearing this short. It's the shorter one. I'll show you guys a picture. But I had been wearing this dress all over town, you guys. Like all over. I had been walking Sunday in it, saying hi to the neighbors, and doing my usual thing. Then I filmed my Boohoo haul. And I went to edit it, and I saw that it's a beach dress. So it is a dress that you're supposed to wear over your bathing suit, which is perfectly fine. Like, I was just like, oh, that's fine. It's the first time I've worn a dress you're supposed to wear over your bathing suit. Then I looked at my footage of me wearing that dress for the video, and it's see-through. Like, it's pretty see-through, you guys. It basically, you can see everything. So that was kind of a bummer and a letdown because I was wearing this everywhere. Like, it was all I wore for a couple of weeks, honestly. So that was a bummer, but it is what it is, and I'm still gonna wear it because they've already seen. Apparently, they've already seen. So I can continue to wear it. But yes, that black dress is something that I have been wearing nonstop. On to my favorite part of the video, you guys. So first comes my favorite moment from this month. And my favorite moment was when I received a gift from my friend Abby in the mail. And I had discussed in my last video, July favorites video, that I was dealing with, like, struggling with my mental health last month. Thankfully, I have not been dealing with that this month. I have been in a really good place this month, which is really nice, but as we all know, mental health can fluctuate, and a big part of why I've been in a good place this month is because I spoke up about how I was feeling, and I really spoke up. Like, I didn't just, like, beat around the bush. Last month, the reason I was struggling was because I was really beating around the bush with people and wondering why they weren't picking up on the signs and wondering why they weren't caring, when in reality they were caring. I just was not expressing myself. So I definitely, like, if you guys are dealing with anything mental health related, mental health struggles, first of all, like, if you don't feel like you have anybody to talk to, obviously feel free to reach out to me. I'm always going to be here for you. And if you do feel like you have people to talk to, tell them. Like, I flat out said to my friend Abby that I said something about depression. I can't even remember what it was now. And she kind of ignored it flippantly, like, on accident. And I had to flat out say to her, why did you ignore me telling you I was depressed? And she was like, what? I have no idea what you're talking about. And I went back and read the text, and she misunderstood it because she was talking about something else entirely, and I just sent this random text about myself feeling depressed. And she thought I was talking about the Starbucks person or something. It was totally understandable that she would have misinterpreted that, but me on my side of things, like, I was dealing with it, and if I hadn't spoken up to her and said, listen, I am telling you I am depressed, she would not have known, and I would have felt like she didn't care. So I know it's hard, but just try to be vocal about your feelings when it comes to that kind of stuff. I want my channel to promote mental health awareness, and we all struggle with mental health at times, and I just don't want anybody to ever have to feel alone, and I especially don't want any of you guys to feel alone or uncared for. So if you guys are ever going through something, like I said, my comment section is always open. My DMs are always open. If you guys, obviously, you might not want to talk about it in my comment section, but if you do, that's great too. But if you guys want to reach out to me through my DMs, definitely feel free to reach out to me over there. I will always be there for you. Anyway, sorry you guys. That was a huge tangent, but basically, I expressed to my friend Abby that I was not doing so hot, and she very, very sweetly sent me a little gift. And she's not the only one. I'm not gonna, like, I feel like I'm discounting all of my other friends who did nice things for me. Everybody, like, when I actually told them how I was feeling, everybody went out of their way to make me feel better, and it worked. Like, I feel so much better, clearly. But she sent me this gift, and I had no idea she was sending me anything, and it was actually this cute little plant. I'll actually post a picture of it. It was very meaningful for me because I had just talked to her on the phone about how I didn't have any plants, and I had all of these bins for plant, or whatever the things they're called, all these things for plants, and I didn't have any. And so it was just really meaningful that she went out of her way to pick a plant out for me, and it just made me feel so good and loved and cared for and listened to. Like, it was just like a very minimal conversation when it came to the plants, and for her to do that, it meant so much to me, you guys. So that was my favorite moment of this month. I also had another really good moment this month. It was actually amazing. However, I'm not going to share it on here because I am going to make a whole video on it in the future. But shout out to my friend Caitlin, who is incredible, and she just gave me this gift, and I'm going to share it in the future because I have a video that I'm going to plan around this gift. So look forward to that, you guys. Now, on to my other favorite part of the video, my favorite comment for the month. So, my favorite comment this month goes out to my friend Hannah. This girl is amazing. You guys, everybody should go follow her on Instagram. I'll actually provide her Instagram handle too. By the way, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll typically follow you back. So, just to let you guys know, like, I'm big into, like, interacting with you guys, so definitely reach out to me on there because I love knowing everything about you guys. I don't like it to be one-sided. I like to know what's going on with you guys as well. But anyway, so Hannah's amazing, and she commented on one of my videos that she felt like I was a big sister to her, and it was actually very crazy because I had just watched a video literally a day or two before that where this girl was talking about how her subscribers feel like she's their big sister. And in my head, I was just like, oh, that would be so amazing to have someone feel that close to me, like that where I'm their big sister. Like, that would be amazing. That must feel great for her. And then Hannah commented like the next day that she felt like I was hers, and it made me feel so good, and it made me so happy. So I definitely am gonna put her comment up on the screen, and she posts really amazing body positive stuff on Instagram as well. So definitely send her a little message over there, and I mean, she's just awesome. So that is the video for the day, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. I hope it gets easier for me because we are going on like 40 minutes here of me filming. This video will probably be smaller because I'll edit some stuff out, but your girl is not used to talking this much. Like, I'm a talker. Clearly, I'm a talker, so I don't know how I'm not able to get through these, but hopefully they get easier for me. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you for following along. Next month is September, so we're all excited because it's gonna be fall. And actually, Dominic bought me these really pretty, I don't know if you can see them or if they're on screen. Dominic bought me these really pretty flowers, and I was so excited, you guys, because look at them. It's fall. It's fall, you guys. Like, these are very much fall inspired. So look forward to my next video, you guys, and I will see you guys next time.